So people in our circles love Costco and they love Sam's Club. They love to buy their meat there because you can get a huge amount of it in one place for a pretty good price, typically at least marginally better than at the grocery store outside of the summer grilling season when beef goes on silly, ridiculous sales. But the question is, which is a better membership to have? I actually have both memberships because they are very different stores in a lot of ways. But there are differences, and I'm going to go over them today because I went to both stores recently and I took pictures of their prices for the very things that they have that I would call carnivore essentials. These are going to be your beef, your butter, your bacon, your eggs, and a few other things. Plus, I also took some pictures of some of the other things that we probably are going to want as just carnivores who happen to be human beings trying to have an enjoyable diet. Things like Topo Chico and San Pellegrino and those sorts of things. So here is the basic information for Costco and Sam's Club for your carnivore essentials, and which is better because you're going to find out towards the end the stores are very, very similar in their pricing and their selection. But one store typically has a different selection of beef than the other, things that the other store doesn't have, and the other store has different kinds of deals than the other one has. And so you're going to see that a lot of this is going to be subjective. But let's get some raw data first. And let's start with the basic information. What does a membership cost? Because both are membership stores. You have to have a paid membership that you pay annually to get in. So starting right off the bat, Costco is going to cost you $60 a year for a baseline membership. $120 if you want the executive membership. This is the one with the 2% rebate. 2% may not sound like much, but if you're getting out of Costco for $200 or less, I'm impressed. Okay, that's just anytime you're going to go. You're probably going to be spending a couple $100. So that's $4 a trip. That may not sound like much, but again, this rebate will factor in. So I'm going to assume for the purposes of this, that you're getting the executive or equivalent membership. Not because Costco gives you a special perk other than the actual rebate, but because the rebate can make a big difference, especially when you factor in that Costco sells a lot more than just carnivore essentials. For Sam's Club, it's $45 for the baseline membership and $100 for the executive membership. And their executive membership comes with one other special perk besides the 2% rebate. And to give you an idea about the 2% rebate, right now I have $36 in my rebate available from Sam's Club for the year because I do my own shopping plus some family shopping there as well. But there's another perk that comes with that, and that is you can get in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, 2 hours before it's open to the general public, meaning the general $45 membership. Why is that important? Because that's when Sam's Club puts down all their marked down meat, and usually by 10 it's gone, or most of it is. So that's a huge deal right there, a huge difference, as we'll go over towards the end. But let's start with the most variable item that carnivores love to eat, but it's going to be the biggest difference between the two of them, and that's on brisket. Brisket is a huge fatty cut that is super cheap. And Costco is famous for frequently having USDA prime briskets for $4.29, and that's what they had when I went there. That's per pound. Often they'll have the USDA choice for, I think it's $3 a pound. They didn't have those when I was there, and I don't typically look at their briskets. But they had it for $4.29 for prime. Sam's Club that same week had USDA Select briskets for $3.48. Select is 2 grades below prime. What's the difference? Well, if you're cooking it in a slow cooker of any kind, whether that's a pellet grill or an offset smoker, like what I do, or you putting it in a crock pot in your oven, not much. For our purposes, not much. I know the barbecue purists will disagree with me, but if you're not making competition barbecue or anything, where you're going to maybe just slow cook it and chop it up into a pile of chopped meat, the difference isn't that significant. But the difference is boiled down to fat content relative to the amount of actual muscle meat. Well, let's move on though. For USDA choice ribeyes, Costco, $10.99, left-hand side of your screen, per pound. Again, these are going to be in family packs because these are at least 3 to 4 steaks per pack. Sam's Club, $10.98 per pound. Noticing a difference here. The difference is pretty much non-existent per pound. $10.99 versus $10.98 a pound for the same grade of steak. The next is the New York strip, Choice grade, $9.99 at Costco, $9.98 at Sam's Club. 80% ground beef. They sell these in the big 4-packs. They mark them a little differently here, though. Their organic one at Costco is $6.33 a pound when you break it down, or about $20 for 4-pack. At Sam's Club, it's $4.98 a pound for the same size pack. So you're getting a little bit better of a deal, but it's not organic. So that's a trade-off. Back to steaks. The New York strip prime quality, this is going to be your high-end restaurant quality below Wagyu, is $14.99 a pound at Costco and $14.98 a pound at Sam's Club. Again, similar price. The USDA prime ribeye, again, high-end restaurant quality ribeye steak, $15.99 a pound at Costco, $15.98 at Sam's Club. So for your meat, you're paying mostly similar price or pretty much functionally the same price. Let's get down to butter. This is where it gets to be a bit interesting. For Kerrygold, the big boxes of Kerrygold butter that are 2 to 3 times the size of what you'll see at your typical Aldi, Walmart, Safeway kind of store, is going to be $12.49 for the big box at Costco, $9.48 for the big box at Sam's Club. That is a significant price difference. But Kirkland actually has a leg up on the butter in one way. They have their own brand, Kirkland Irish style butter, that is 95% grass-fed, which is what Kerrygold is. It's not 100%, it's 95%. And their brand is $9.99. And personally, I like the taste of the Kirkland one more than of the Kerrygold. Moving on to generic butter. Let's say you're just trying to save some money and you're just happy with regular, store brand butter. The generic butter at Costco, they didn't have it when I was there, so I don't have a price for you here. But at Sam's Club, it's $14.77 for the big box. It's the equivalent of 2 or 3 packs of regular butter from the regular grocery store. Moving on, we're going into eggs now. Pasture eggs. So Costco doesn't carry pastured eggs. At least they didn't when I was there. They had for $6.99 for an 18-pack free range pack of eggs, versus at for pasture-raised eggs at Sam's Club, it was $7.53, and these are the Vital Farms eggs. That is a good deal for Vital Farms eggs. I was at Walmart, owned by the same company, and bought a dozen of them this morning as I'm recording this to you for about 50 cents less for just 12. Whereas at Sam's Club, which is about 30 miles from my house, it was 18 eggs for $7.53. Usually we pick up several of those packs when we're there. For regular conventional eggs, Costco has $4.99 for 2 dozen of them, whereas Sam's Club is $9.08 for a 36-pack. This, I think, is where Costco is a little bit better on this. To give you an idea, $9.08 for 36, 4 dozen would be $10. So Costco's going to be better for conventional eggs. Then you get into the 15 dozen eggs. This is a thing that Costco does not have, a 15 dozen pack, but their price is actually better for their bulk because they do have them in 5-packs. A 5-pack is $12. 3 times that is going to be $15 for $36, whereas Costco or Sam's Club had it for $43.82 for 15 dozen eggs. So Costco for the win on your conventional eggs. This is just a neat little item that I see at both stores. They are a great carnivore-friendly snack if you do relaxed carnivore and can handle some spices, and these are Green Ridge Farms meat sticks. These are refrigerated meat sticks kept in the refrigerated section. They're $15.49 at Costco, $15.48 at Sam's Club. And they're amazing. They taste super delicious, and I don't keep them in the house because I will overeat on them easily. Moving on to hamburger patties. So Sam's Club has this giant pack of Angus hamburger patties, 6-pound pack of hamburger patties for $26.68. That's a good price any way you cut it. However, for about the same size pack, you get grass-fed ones from Kirkland at Costco for $24.99. So that's a win for Costco. Bacon is going to be about the same price at most stores. I didn't get a good picture of it at Costco just because the Costco display was a mess, actually. But it was Sam's Club is $16.98. Costco's about the same. And finally, ghee. This is a huge difference here. I don't have a picture of the ghee that I have, but it's the Organic Valley brand. You'll see these at the normal grocery store. It's a small blue container about that big. Well, Sam's Club has one that's actually that big, and theirs is $9.98, whereas Costco has a pack of ghee that is $18.49 for a 3-pound tub of it. I think the Costco one's a better deal personally. So let's move on to some of the ancillary items. These are the sort of the bonus items. So you got Perrier, which is mineral water, the original mineral water most people could get. For an 18 pack at Sam's Club, it's $18.98. Costco, it's $18.99. Functionally the same price. Topo Chico. You can get an 18 count of the big glass bottles at Costco for $19.99. Sam's Club did not have it. Topo Chico small 20-ounce bottles is $24.99 at Costco. Sam's Club did not have it. San Pellegrino, my favorite of the waters, is $19.99 for a 15 count of the big glass bottles at Costco. Sam's Club did not have it. For the small pack of plastic bottles, the 24 pack, it was $19.29 for the half liter at Costco, $19.34 at Sam's Club. So everything here is mostly the same. The difference in price that favors Costco a little bit is made up for by the difference in the Sam's Club membership at either the $45 or $100 level. So here's the deal breaker. Costco has some better cuts of meat that Sam's Club just does not have. Case in point, these ribs here, marked as short ribs, are actually beef plate ribs. They're the thick brisket on a stick ribs, and they're $7.29 a pound and worth every penny. Costco has it, Sam's Club does not. And this one here is the marked as sirloin cap. It's also called the picanha. It's my favorite cut of beef of all time. Blows the ribeye out of the water, no question. $5.99 a pound. Super tender with an enormous thick fat cap. Cannot get it at Sam's Club. But Sam's Club has something else in its favor, and that is, I'm just going to start putting pictures up here on the screen of the smorgasbord of markdown meat they have that you can get with their executive membership at 8 a.m. If you have the ability to be at a Sam's Club on a weekday at 8 a.m., not everybody does. But if you have that ability, you can save up to 25% off your beef by hitting those sales. And that's where I think the Sam's Club membership will edge out the Costco membership, between the relative difference in price for the Sam's Club membership at $45 or $100 if you upgrade, which I recommend you would do. And because when you combine that rebate that you get on the $100 membership for $20 less than the Costco one on top of marked down meat, it becomes pretty clear. The rest of the prices are within a couple bucks of each other, except Costco has a better deal on eggs and butter. But the rest of them, just a few cents difference. But I have both memberships because I like to buy picanha. So let me know if you want to see another one of these kind of videos. They don't like you filming in those stores. I don't know how some bigger YouTubers like Thomas DeLauer get away with it. I mean, I've seen him talk about getting thrown out of stores by filming before, but that's what I got for you. It looks like that you would save money with a Sam's Club membership, but there is one other factor into that, is which is closer to you physically, Costco or Sam's Club. If you have to drive a long distance for one over the other and the prices differences are mostly negligible for you, then probably go with the cheaper one. Costco also typically has a better deal on gas than Sam's Club. At least that's my experience. Anyway, this is a little all over the board video here, but in terms of how I talked about this. But I think you can see here that the prices for the Carnivore Essentials are basically the same. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments, please. Like and subscribe if you haven't. It really does help. Share this on social media if you can. Our hosts love that when you do that. I'm Anthony Stine, the Practical Carnivore. Thanks for your time today.